everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new, my name is Kristen and I'm kind of slightly addicted to everything in The Sims 4 here on my channel. And in today's video, we're actually going to be doing a house renovation for the house called Daisy Hovel in Willow Creek. Now, I really do love Willow Creek. I feel like a lot of the houses can be very small because they are made for your starter homes for like when you are starting in The Sims with your $20,000. So this house definitely is over that budget. I can't remember exactly how much it ended up costing, but I really wanted to do the color theme for this house. And originally the idea came to me when I was doing a dorm room speed build, and then I kind of canceled that idea because I felt like I could really turn the color options into a house, and I'm kind of kicking my butt a little bit because I kind of wish I did this for an apartment. But if you guys maybe would like to see the reverse color, like purple on the walls with green furniture, let me know in the comments. Maybe I could do that for an apartment because I love these colors. I feel like it definitely adds like your big pop of color in your house without it being like overwhelming in your face or tacky. Like, I just feel like these are so pretty, and I don't know, I think it's a gorgeous color combination. I really hope that you guys like it as well. And I didn't add on to the house. I kept the house the original shape on the exterior, and I just kind of like ripped out the walls and kind of laid them out a little bit different. I possibly think the bathroom is the same, like, that's pretty much the same. I did actually end up adding in a nursery. I'm just trying to like remember all that I did. So I did like take all the windows out because they were a little bit too country looking for the theme of the house. I kind of wanted it to be very like modern. And I do like using those like floor to ceiling windows for the modern house builds. And that's kind of one of the annoying things for apartments, that you can't change that. So I kind of take advantage of that when I'm like working in houses, is like all of the different windows. I can place them wherever I want to. And yeah, so we did add in that little tiny nursery. And if you have like a single sim, you could change that nursery into an office. Like, just take all that out, put in a little desk or something like that. Or if maybe you had like a roommate or like maybe more than one child, you can definitely turn that larger bathroom into like your children's room, and then switch this little tiny nursery into a bathroom with like your stand-up shower, toilet, and sink. I think there would definitely be enough room to include that there. So I kind of wanted to make the entrance kind of slightly like open to the house, but yet kind of like an entrance area that it was kind of like, I don't know, like kind of private but yet kind of open, because the whole main living area with the kitchen and living room, it is very open concept. As you guys know, that's my thing. I do like to leave everything open concept. I really hate like the I don't know, like the boxed in rooms, and it's kind of hard to play that way as well. So yeah, and I did keep the floor like the wood floor because I feel like it was just very realistic looking. And that large square rug, I can't remember right off which game pack that rug actually came with, but I don't think I've ever used it, and it definitely fit perfect for in this house. And I did keep the clutter really low in this house. Like I said, I just wanted it to be really modern, really clean looking, and I feel like when I use these city living flooring that has like the shine on it, I feel like it just makes me want to keep everything like clean looking and low clutter. So I hope you guys don't mind that. Maybe if I was to reverse the colors and do an apartment, maybe I could do something a little bit more cluttered. But yeah, so I will make sure to leave this in the gallery. I will put a link in the description to help you guys find it a little bit easier. And the good thing, because this is a house, we do not need to worry about replacing doors or walls. So that's kind of one of the best things about doing houses, actually, because apartments, they're kind of annoying that way. And yeah, so this is not on a very large lot. The only thing that I did have room for outside was like a little bit of a walkway. I kind of like extended extended the patio area towards like the front. I think I might have moved it forward a little bit or over, and then I like extended it around the side. And then we have like a little pool in the back with just like a little seating area and some garden. So it's not too busy out there, but it's definitely full, and it kind of just has a simple look as well. And I kept the outside, I believe it was like the white horizontal, or no, the white vertical siding, and I think it was like brick. I'm trying to like picture as I talk, and it had like the brick railing because I love that. And I feel like there's a lot of things that you just kind of need to be in a specific build to use, and I feel like all of that just fit perfectly for the house. So keep in mind the outside is very like simple, and it's kind of like what I was going for, and I love how it turned out. I know I've said it before, but I finally got to use a lot of colors that I don't use that much, because a lot of my builds, as you guys know, I usually keep them very realistic. Like if you were just to go to a normal furniture store, a lot of the colors in some of my builds are usually toned down like natural colors. So it's just kind of fun to play it up a little bit, because I mean everybody's house usually has color in it, and I'm just trying to like bring that into my builds, and you guys, it's been so much fun. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have any color combinations that you guys would like to see. I know that when I did the lime green dorm build, a lot of you guys really liked it, and I actually had a request from someone to actually do like a full apartment with like that lime green city living flooring, and I've been trying to incorporate a lot of this flooring that comes in the brighter shades, and I was kind of having the idea to incorporate it a lot in like the dorm rooms, because I don't know, it's a smaller area, so I guess you can get away with it a little bit more. But I did actually do an apartment that had like the purple, and that was definitely a lot of fun. So maybe I will consider doing an apartment with one of the bright floors again in the future. So, and one of the things that I was actually thinking about was, I know this is going to be like a really random topic, but I think it might have possibly been when I was in high school in art class, that it was being discussed about like how colors in nature just are kind of like complementary. Like if you're looking at fruit, like for example, if you're looking at it like I don't know even what to look at, like a kiwi, you have your greens with your light yellows or whites and like a little bit of brown. Or certain flowers, like your daisies, have your like pale whites with like your light pinks and then a little bit of yellow. Like that you can kind of draw inspiration, and if you're kind of stuck on different color options or things that go together, just kind of like look at nature, because it just kind of pairs naturally, which I mean it makes sense, but because your eyes, it's just pleasing to the eye. So if you are ever stuck and you are doing a build, I know this is a completely different like thing to talk about, but just maybe look in a flower garden and pick a flower and use all of the colors that's in your flower, or open your fridge, cut open a kiwi, or even think of like a grapefruit. You have your like light pinks and your orange and sometimes light shades of white. Like all of those colors, they just go together. And once you get in your garden, you're gonna see just random, like you're gonna have burgundies with like pops of orange and really dark browns. Like there's just gonna be so many different color combinations you never in a million years would have put together, but they will look amazing. So that's kind of one of the things that I am getting into, is like kind of playing around with just really random color options. And I know that like green and purple, it's not that random, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of like got my brain working around things like that. And if you guys are builders and you are watching my video and maybe you kind of try that out, tag me on Twitter, let me know how it works for you. And I've kind of been getting into like more painting. I follow this girl on YouTube. I follow her over on Twitter, and she is amazing. If you guys are into painting, like acrylic painting, and once in a while she'll do like watercolor painting, and it's Cinnamon Cooney from the Art Sherpa. And I have done, you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you have seen that I have posted like some random pictures, and I have not done that many, but I'm actually really proud of myself for the paintings that I did. I mean, there's no way that I could like take them anywhere to sell them, but just for my own personal, I don't know, just for fun, and the fact that I was able to create those. If you guys are interested like in doing anything crafty like that, I highly recommend check her out, and she is amazing. And that's kind of like what's got my brain going back into art, is like just thinking of colors that go together. As you guys know, when I do my builds in The Sims, I always go for like color combinations. And yeah, so I guess that's kind of where my brain went there. And I know it's totally random, but I kind of just thought I would mention it to you guys. If any of you guys are struggling with building, I highly recommend starting with color matching, because I feel like it just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like that's how I started building in The Sims, and I always go back to that, is like basing a house around like a color themed. And sometimes you can even go on Pinterest and get like, I don't know what it's called, like some kind of like color board that has like, if you think of when people are designing homes, they kind of have like a color swatch palette with like maybe some blues and yellows and things like that. Like you can totally just get like the randomest inspiration, completely do a build, and I promise you, you will completely surprise yourself. And tag me on Twitter if you guys attempt this. I know, I've said it a million times, it's totally random, but I wanted just to mention it to you guys. And I mean, you might think it's completely loopy, you might not try it, but I just felt like I would mention it in case it helped anybody. But I really hope that you guys like how this build turned out. It was an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun, and I definitely want to do the opposite, like the reverse of this build in the future. And another thing that I wanted to mention, you guys, because I have not talked about it in a while, is the Vampire Diaries. I only have like a minute or two, so I promise it's not gonna be too in-depth, but I just finally got finished the 7th series in the Vampire Diaries. I know there's 8, but Netflix, the Canadian Netflix, only goes up to the 7th series right now, and I'm really not into it. I actually Googled, I didn't even know Elena had quit the show, and that's why she's not on there, but I totally feel like that is what killed the show. And I feel like now I'm at the point where I am just watching it out of like loyalty, because like I loved it and I watched it, and now I just feel like I have to just finish it out. There's only one more series, and probably like midway through the 7th series I was just out of it. Like I didn't enjoy it. Everybody kept dying and coming back. Like you just get over like feeling like somebody, you know, died in the Vampire Diaries, and then they come back like it never even happened. So that kind of got a little bit annoying. So as I got watching in the 7th series, like I just understood completely why it never went past that 8th series. So yeah, hopefully Netflix gets that going. And yeah, so anyways, really hope that you guys like how this turned out. I had an absolute blast. I've said it a billion times, but if you do like how this build turned out, definitely give this a very big thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys did enjoy, and let me know down in the comments what kind of color combinations would you guys like to see me play around with next. And if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing, and hopefully I will get to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!